Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. On today's show, we start out at P1 Technologies, where Sales Manager Drew Bratton tells us about P1's recent name change and its participation in the Virginia Economic Development Partnership's Valet program, which supports businesses in expanding to an international market. Next, we meet with Nathan Day, International Trade Manager with VEDP, who explains how the organization helps companies find international opportunities, as well as its work with P1 in the Valet program. Lastly, we attend the Roanoke County Public Schools Registered Apprenticeship Showcase to speak with Jason Sir, Director of Career and Technical Education. He shares more about the efforts made by Roanoke County Public Schools to prepare students for the workforce through apprenticeship opportunities with local businesses.
Roanoke County Business Partners here today with P1, formerly known as Plastics One, with Drew Bratton, Sales Manager. Drew, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's good to be here. You guys have been in business here in Roanoke County for quite a while, but some folks may not know you, so tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, your history, etc.
We were founded about 70 years ago. We're actually an employee-owned company. We classify ourselves as a contract manufacturer, and we work with a lot of medical products. We also have some military and communications cables that we work with as well. But we partner with a lot of original equipment manufacturers within the medical space to help bring their new technologies to life.
So you all really take it from kind of concept to full-on manufacturing, doing the prototyping here and working with the companies to get what they need and then ship it out to them.
That's correct. Our company has got a full design, tool room, production, and every support that we need first, second, and third shift.
Yeah, it's quite the factory. I'm sure we'll be able to see a little bit of that here in a minute. But you've recently had a name change. Went from Plastics One to
P1 Technologies.
Tell us about that.
We chose to change our name kind of as a strategic play to grow our business. We're trying to look to be more of a turnkey provider. Our company, when we were founded, was more of a manufacturing company, and we did just straight manufacturing. We're now, with our design teams, our engineering support, we're trying to become a turnkey solution and help bring those ideas to life.
Yeah. And you've been selling nationally and also internationally, but recently you've just been announced as a participant in the Virginia Economic Development Partnership's Valet program, which is a pretty elite company, only 348 over the course of its life and 40 or so in this cohort. Tell us about your experience with that.
Yes, we're very honored to be a part of the economic development through Virginia. We've been working with them for about a year under their REP plan, and that's helped us to educate ourselves of some of the opportunities within the international market. We've historically been more of a United States manufacturer. With the Valet program, we're hoping to increase our knowledge and increase our sales revenues internationally with some of the education and funds that Virginia is providing us.
Yeah. And so just for folks who don't know it, the REP program is the Research Export Program, I believe. And tell us about what they sort of helped you do at that phase of the game.
In that phase, they helped us do a lot of market research. So we were looking at various countries, various areas of the world, and seeing what fit our business model. And with that program, we were able to narrow down individualized areas, and now we're just executing through the Valet program as we're going using the funds and the markets. They're assisting with travel and helping us reach out to potential clients that will grow our business.
So really they kind of take you through researching markets to designing strategies, working out the legal aspects of it, the logistic aspects of it, to kind of get you from where you are currently exporting to even more.
That's correct. We are a current exporter. About 10% of our business is international right now, but this program is really helping us from a legal standpoint, a shipping standpoint, to really understand how to protect ourselves internationally and conduct that business.
Yeah. And you want to talk a little bit about some of the countries that you'll be looking at?
The 4 countries that we're focusing right now on is Ireland, France, Germany, and Australia. And most of those have a pretty good footprint within the medical OEM space.
Yeah. And just for folks who don't know it, OEM is original equipment manufacturer.
That's correct.
Yeah. So you're going to be on a plane some here soon.
We will. We will be traveling. We've got a sales team that's ready and eager to go.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations on being invited into this program and for the great work that you all are doing, and we look forward to seeing what comes of it and appreciate you doing business here.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Drew.
Together, Roanoke County and the City of Roanoke are reimagining the Oak Grove Center as a premier destination for dining, shopping, and entertainment. With improved access to parks, shops, restaurants, and amenities, this community along the 419 corridor is poised to be a bustling center for business development opportunities. Between Kagi Village, Oak Grove Plaza, and Southwest Plaza, there are over 80 commercial and residential properties in an area that spans approximately 173 acres in size. The surrounding community enjoys high incomes and low cost of living, which means they have more disposable income and have shown great interest in increased access to nearby retail and entertainment options. Interested developers, investors, and businesses can call Roanoke County Economic Development at 540-772-2069 with questions and details on the Oak Grove area market demand.
Here today with Virginia Economic Development Partnerships, Nate Day. Nate is the International Trade Manager for South Virginia. Nate, welcome.
Tom, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So VEDP's international trade mission is to increase the number of companies exporting and their volume of exports. Tell us more about that.
Well, I mean, ultimately, this is becoming a much smaller and more global economy, and recognizing that we have a lot of great companies here with great talent, and that there are businesses in other countries that are looking for the products and services that companies in Roanoke County have to offer. And so Virginia really is focused on, across the state of Virginia, helping Virginia companies get their products overseas, because the goal is that it grows jobs and capital improvement here, investment in the local communities, which helps our economy grow.
Yeah. And you offer a wide array of services to be able to do that. Tell us some about those.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we have really focused on is trying to look at what's going to help companies really compete on the international scale. And so services, kind of start with, we kind of put them in three buckets. Number one, helping companies find opportunities.
Okay.
And then we help companies travel overseas. And we also then help support them through marketing, IP law. We have experts that will come in and talk to them and kind of give a broad overview, finding opportunities. The state of Virginia, most companies don't know, is that we have consultants covering over 75 countries that will do research and help find opportunities in specific countries for companies here in Roanoke County. So they can give me this call and say, hey, look, we're not quite sure where to look. If there's opportunity out there, we have people on the ground who are ready to actually find those opportunities for them.
Oh.
And so those are some of the things and services that we help provide that companies can come to us. And the state of Virginia has been working with these folks for a lot of years to really help them through the process so they don't have to reinvent it, make it easier, and hopefully give them the right answers quickly.
Wow, that's tremendous.
Absolutely.
One of the companies, in fact, we just visited with the other day, has entered your valet program, P1 Technologies.
Absolutely.
Tell us about that program and working with P1.
Yeah, so P1 has been a phenomenal company to work with. They just did the rebranding from Plastics One,
right,
but they make so many great products for so many different companies all over the world. And we had the conversation with them. They were interested in continually pursuing international markets. And they were looking to say, hey, what companies are out there? We're already doing business with some, but we know there's more business. So our valet program is actually a 2-year program that companies come into. And what happens is they work with one of our 2 consultants, John or Matt, for 2 years. And what they do is that they guide them through really trying to get into markets quickly within a 2-year period. Typically 3 to 5 years is what we tell companies to expect. Valet is kind of that boost to actually say, hey, look, we're going to get you into that country in hopefully 2 years. And what happens is through our experts, our trade partner network, and then also we provide a $30,000 grant to help offset some of the expenses that companies will incur. And that's really to help them focus on maybe 1 or 2 markets and hopefully get them a foothold and foundation to build off of.
So that's kind of maybe for the more advanced companies.
Absolutely.
Tell us about if a company is saying, hey, we'd like to think about marketing internationally, but don't really know if that's for us. How do we start? What's the next step?
So the first thing we'd like to do is give us a call and we'll do some research to find out maybe what some good markets might be to look at. And off that research, then we'll sit back and say, okay, we have our REP program. Our REP program is called a Regional Export Program. It's a one-year program. It comes with a $10,000 grant, and it's to help companies kind of test the waters. So we'll do some research, and they might need to say, hey, look, let's try Germany, for example. Or they might need to do some marketing. They might need to upgrade their website or translate their website. They might have some questions about regulations or international IP. So our grant will help them offset some of those costs to start testing those waters, kind of as a first step. And so what we'd like to do is be able to get them through baby steps of, okay, let's just start trying testing, and then hopefully they can build up enough of a experience where they'll be able to enter into valet and really go full throttle.
And the first step in any of that is to contact you?
Absolutely. So I'm here, and I have the Roanoke Valley, and so they can give me a call, and my contact information, inday@vdp.org. We can share that, and they can reach out to me. I'll be happy to sit down and have a conversation with them and really talk about as far as what we can do as far as service-wise, and then what that next step would look like to get them going.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Nate, appreciate it.
No, hey, Tom, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
All right, thanks.
Roanoke County's 419 Town Center unlocks new retail and residential investment opportunities. In-depth retail market analysis found opportunities for as much as 150,000 square feet of new retail and entertainment space. This is due to the fact that the surrounding community enjoys high incomes and a low cost of living, which means they have more disposable income. Couple this with one of the highest traffic counts in the region and a metropolitan statistical area of 318,582 people, and you have the formula for fantastic retail and entertainment investment opportunities. In addition, a comprehensive analysis of the area's residential market found a strong demand for rental housing in which the 419 Town Center area could absorb up to 1,000 units per year over the next 5 years. Interested developers, investors, and business owners can call Roanoke County Economic Development at 540-772-2069 with questions and details on the market study.
Tom Rowley, Roanoke County Economic Development, here at the Apprenticeship Showcase with Director of CTE for Roanoke County Public Schools, Jason Sir. Jason, thanks for sitting with us.
Well, thanks for having me, Tom.
It's a tremendous event, great turnout.
Yeah, this has been wonderful tonight. A lot of people.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the history of the apprenticeship program.
Sure. Well, the student apprenticeship program began several years back in partnership with Western Virginia Water Authority, and both the Water Authority and the schools were looking for a way to get students involved in work-based learning opportunities, and of course the Water Authority is very forward-thinking and was looking for a way to start replenishing their pipeline for workers, and so they came to us and we started working, and we'd heard about apprenticeship. Your predecessor connected us, Jay, connected us with the Department of Labor and Industry folks who were just starting to roll out this concept of, or reintroduce, should I say, the concept of youth registered apprenticeship and student apprenticeship. So we went to that at the South County Library. I got pretty jazzed about what we heard and really started putting our heads together to put together a program where students would benefit at the high school level, and where Water Authority would benefit long term from having students here locally learning along with them and learning a career pathway.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been a really neat journey. So that's where it started with Water Authority, and since then, of course, tonight we have 10 companies here at the showcase. These are just the companies that decided they'd like to participate at the showcase, but there are more companies that are interested in. We're real excited about where this is going.
Yeah, we've got quite a few county businesses participating.
Well, we've got Southern Trust is one right over here next to us, and we've got Medico, Lock and Key that does some manufacturing. We have students that come out of Burton Center who go over there with some skills that they're learning in Roanoke County schools. So, students being able to use the skills that they're learning at the high school level, whether it be at Burton Center or back at their base high schools, is real important and a great opportunity for these kids.
Yeah. And those are just the two that are here tonight. I know we've got others that participated in the program historically, correct?
Right, and I'm going to blank on who
that's
those
okay.
are. Yeah,
that's okay. And it's a great thing for the companies because, as you said, workforce is tight, and this is a way to grow up the pipeline of labor and to keep kids here locally and to really bring them on board at an early age and teach them what the companies need.
Right, we like saying grow their own.
Yeah.
And so the companies that are invested in these students, and they're very invested. These companies show a real interest in growing the student. We're not just with the technical skills, but with the success skills, those soft skills that the students are learning while they're on the job. These students come away with an invaluable learning experience, and then most, if not all, these companies are very interested in seeing these students progress in their education. So there are incentives for students to go back to school. So it's not one or the other. It's a student going to work, but then most likely using higher education to further themselves as they continue with the company.
Yeah.
So it's an exciting venture, and I might add, as far as furthering their education, they're also able to eliminate a lot of that college debt because the company's paying for a lot of that. So
absolutely, no, it's a win-win for both the students and the businesses.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you doing it, and thanks for sitting in with us.
Well, thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you for joining us for Roanoke County Business Partners. If you have any questions about this show, want to start a business, or need business assistance, please contact the Roanoke County Economic Development Office at 540-772-2124 or email Jill Loop at jloop@roanokecountyva.gov, or you can always visit our website at yesroanoke.org.